It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Friday, November 14th. I'm James Spann. After the coldest morning so far this season, we stay cold today, but at least the sun comes back. A rain event at the end of the weekend, and more cold air next week. What about Thanksgiving? A lot of things to talk about, so let's do it. Very cold look across the country this morning. And we note a new wave moving down into Montana. And that's the next surge of cold air we feel by Monday night and Tuesday of next week. But it's cold enough right now. Temperatures early this morning about 5 o'clock, 20 at Haleyville and Decatur. Birmingham at 24, coldest since last March. And needless to say, our growing season is clearly over now for everybody. And yeah, buddy, look up there in the core of that new cold air mass. We're seeing some minus 20s over parts of Montana. Another visualization of that, all that black, those are sub-zero temperatures at 5 a.m. Central Time, 4 a.m. Mountain Time, and that's just going to keep on coming down the pike. But the good news, this is the last in the series of these cold air shots. There's a watch warning map, winter weather advisories for parts of the nation's midsection and the northern Rockies for snow, and all those darker counties highlighted down this way, those are freeze warnings. And again, we've had freezing temperatures all the way to the Gulf Coast, and we'll probably see that again tomorrow morning. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning of next week. The bigger numbers down south, and this is with a rain event at the end of the weekend and early next week. Some folks around Mobile might pick up 2 inches of rain here. Up this way, we're expecting rain amounts of 1/2 to 1 inch. And that's a good thing. We need a good rain event, so it's been very dry of late. Looking for snow with this feature? Well, head north. This is the chance of greater than 1 inch of snow from 6 a.m. Central Time Sunday morning until 6 a.m. Central Time Monday morning. And we would suggest maybe places like Louisville or Cincinnati or Erie, Pennsylvania or Buffalo, New York for the big snows there. Let's take a look at modeling here. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at noon. Heights below average over much of the nation. At least the sun comes back today. That's the good news. It'll be bright and sunny, but cold. The latest guidance coming in colder. The NAM and the GFS are printing 41 for Birmingham, meaning most locations north of the city will stay in the 30s all day, again today. And again, we remind you the average high today is 66. Tomorrow we start the day with another cold morning with mid-20s likely. But at least we warm up to near 50. The NAM is at 51, and that'll be about the kickoff temperature for the Alabama-Mississippi State game. But again, once the sun goes down in the second half, numbers come right back down in the 40s. The sky tomorrow partly to mostly sunny. Auburn, Georgia, and Athens, clear and cool, or fair and cool tomorrow night, with maybe some high clouds around. Temperature should be in the 40s for that game. All right, here comes our rain Sunday. This is Sunday at noon. And again, the confidence is starting to increase a little bit. We think Sunday morning will be dry. The rain comes in and begins Sunday afternoon. This is Sunday night at midnight, not the high-resolution GFS. And the rain should be widespread at that point. This is Monday at noon. The surface low is south of Atlanta. And at that point, the rain should begin to taper off. And again, for the snow lovers, this is suggesting maybe some decent snow as far south as Nashville. Higher probabilities might be a bit farther north in Kentucky, but clearly somebody up there in Kentucky and southern Ohio could see a really good snow from this with maybe 2, 3, 4 inches. This Monday at 6 o'clock, the rain is out. And look at the cold air coming in. The freeze line, that 32-degree red line, is almost down to Birmingham with a strong cold air advection, north winds. And could there be a snowflake or two somewhere in North Alabama on the backside of this thing? Yes. But again, we don't think it will amount to much. This is the projected snow cover late Monday night coming off the GFS. And you can see the bigger amounts over Kentucky, southern Ohio, and points north and east. And this is off the European, pretty similar, showing some 2 to 4 inch amounts over parts of Kentucky and West Virginia and southern Ohio Monday night. This is the synoptic scale GFS Monday at midday, Monday at noon. This is Tuesday. Oh boy, 540 line is almost down to Mobile. And strong cold air advection. Let me tell you what, our friends up in the Tennessee Valley will probably stay below freezing all day. And for where we are, the high in the middle 30s. And you factor in that wind, and the wind chill index will likely be below freezing a pretty good chunk of the day Tuesday. This is Wednesday of next week. The surface high is on top of us, and that should be our coldest morning. Hey, the latest GFS Moss is printing 17 now for Birmingham. Wow. Well, we start a warm-up Wednesday afternoon. We go back in the 40s. This is Thursday. We should be back in the 50s, and this is a week from today, and you can see the whole pattern begins to relax and de-amplify. And a little rain event may be beginning at some point Friday, and again, this is the end of next week, a week from today. But by then, the high should be perhaps close to 60. All right, let's look at the next potential rain event on this run. This is Sunday, November 23rd. If this is correct, that looks fairly wet. Thanksgiving Day, November 27th. On this run, cool and dry and seasonal. And then on the 29th, this would be, let's see, Black Friday. That's suggesting a rain event. And then that next day, on Saturday, the 29th, we've got a big upper-low feature here, and the rain is on the way out. We turn somewhat colder there. And again, there's no skill in a specific forecast. We're just kind of looking for trends. But again, the screaming message is not going to be as cold at the end of this month. In fact, temperatures coming off the ensembles. You see that very cold day Tuesday of next week with a high at 35. But then we might hit the 60s early Thanksgiving week. And then cooling back down in the 50s by perhaps Thanksgiving Day and the Black Friday. But nothing like this air that we have now. And here's the deal. This is the Arctic Oscillation is trying to go positive. Maybe not as aggressive as earlier runs. This off the European. And the NAO does go positive. So again, trending warmer for the end of this month. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock today. And if you can catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.